Kenji, you'll only embarrass me with your stories about chlorine levels. Stay inside. Don't come out here today.
She really said that. After 2 years, she still sees me as just the help.
Mother, I made a mistake. I should have just hired him instead of marrying the pool guy. Then, I could fire him whenever I wanted.
Kenji stood frozen in the hallway. Her laughter sliced through the morning quiet, each word a small betrayal. Outside, the pool glistened under blue skies. Workers were draping streamers, oblivious to the storm about to hit.
She forgot one thing. I built that pool, every pipe, including a secret she never cared to see.
Without another word, he slipped out the back door and made his way to the tool shed. Inside the weathered shed, he removed a false wall panel. Behind it, a digital control interface gleamed in the shadows.
The emergency drain cycle. Installed it as a wedding gift, never thinking I'd actually need to use it.
His finger hovered over the activation key. Outside, the first guests were beginning to arrive. He pressed the key. A low hum filled the shed as valves opened deep underground. Water surged through hidden pipes, racing away from the pool at an impossible speed. The pool's surface began to dip. Streamers sagged as the waterline plummeted.
They won't notice until it's too late. Just a few more minutes.
Outside, the first luxury car pulled up. Voices and laughter drifted over the fence. The water level had dropped 4 feet. Floating decorations clustered awkwardly in the shallow end. A group of socialites walked toward the patio, still absorbed in conversation, champagne flutes already in hand.
Everything is falling into place. Reina's perfect party is about to become her worst nightmare.
The pool lay exposed, a muddy ring marking its former glory. The first guests stepped onto the deck. The party of the season was about to begin, and no one had a clue. The guests turned the corner and froze. Sparkling water was replaced by a muddy pit, streamers hanging limp over empty space.
What is this? Who did this to my pool? Answer me.
Before anyone could answer, Kenji stepped through the patio door, carrying his toolbox with an air of calm that made the silence heavier than the water that was now gone.
You banned me from the party, so I scheduled pool maintenance. It'll be out of commission for at least a week.
He set a white envelope on the nearest lounger. In bold black letters, it read, "Divorce." The guests stared, mouths agape, as Reina's face turned white.
You can't do this. I'll ruin you, Kenji. You'll regret ever crossing me.
Whispers spread like wildfire. She married the pool guy. What a disaster. Their designer swimwear suddenly seemed absurd against the backdrop of a ruined party.
Goodbye, Reina. I hope your next pool guy is worth it.
He walked past the stunned crowd without a word, down the long driveway, and climbed into his truck, never once looking back. The engine roared to life. Kenji's truck disappeared from view, leaving behind a shattered party and a wife who had just lost everything she thought she controlled. Back at the mansion, Reina stood alone by the ruined pool. The guests slipped away, their pity curdling into whispered judgments.
I can still see her face twisted with rage, but strangely, I don't feel anger, just release.
He drove through the afternoon, the city crumbling into suburbs. The silence in the truck was comforting, not empty. Eventually, he pulled into a diner. A humble place with chipped mugs and a waitress who called everyone on.
This is where I belong, not in her world of crystal and cruelty, in a place that doesn't pretend to be something it's not.
He ordered coffee, black, and stared out the window. The steam curled upward like a question he didn't yet have to answer.
What do I do now? I have the business, but everything else, it's just ashes, but ashes can fertilize new growth. I'll start over. Smarter this time.
He pulled out his phone and deleted Reina's contact. The little icon vanished with a satisfying flick.
The divorce will be messy, but I've faced worse. I'll face it head on.
The days blurred into weeks. Kenji buried himself in pool maintenance, each job a small step toward rebuilding his life.
There's something calming about testing water. It follows rules. Unforgiving, but honest.
His reputation grew. Clients whispered about the quiet pool man who left their water impossibly clear. Then his phone rang with an offer that made his pulse quicken. The Silver Peak Hotel needed a full filtration overhaul.
A hotel contract. This could change everything. a real future.
He signed the contract in a sunlit hotel lobby, the pen steady in his calloused hand.
This is proof. I am not the embarrassment she made me. I am a craftsman.
For weeks, he poured his soul into the hotel pool. Sweat and precision turned chaos into crystal. When the water finally stilled, reflecting the blue sky, Kenji stood back and allowed a rare smile.
I built this with my own 2 hands. Not her money, not her name, just me.
Kenji stepped into the pool supply store, a familiar place he'd visited 100 times. But today, the face behind the counter was one he hadn't seen in over a decade.
That stance, that focused gaze. Yuki, my old rival from the National Swim, meets.
Kenji? The Kenji? The same guy who left me in his wake at the 200-meter butterfly.
Only because you false started, Yuki. I don't remember you ever being slow. And now you run this empire.
Their laughter echoed through the aisles. For a moment, they were teenagers again, chasing each other through the water.
I heard about the Silver Peak Hotel project, a complete filtration overhaul, designed and built by you. That's brilliant.
It's just what I do. Water makes sense to me. Always has. She's done well for herself. And still that fire in her eyes. Like she's never lost a race in her life.
We should catch up properly. There's a coffee shop down the block. Unless you are too busy being a pool legend.
Kenji took the card, their fingers brushing for just a moment. Neither pulled away. A spark, quiet but undeniable, flickered in the dusty light. The coffee shop was warm, tucked between a bookstore and a laundry. Kenji arrived early, watching the door.
Sorry I am late. A shipment of chlorine dispensers got rerouted to the wrong prefecture.
No problem. I just got here. I ordered you a latte. I remember you hated black coffee after that one meet.
Their conversation drifted from old championship races to the gritty reality of running a business. Yuki's eyes lit up when she talked about her supply chain.
I built it from scratch. A small warehouse, a used truck, and a lot of cold calls. No shortcuts.
That's real. My ex-wife never understood that. She saw manual labor as a stain on her perfect world.
He told her everything. The cruel words, the humiliation, the divorce papers left on a lounger. Yuki listened without interrupting, her hand resting near his.
Kenji, you deserve someone who sees your strength, not someone who tries to drown it. You always deserved better.
She didn't flinch. She didn't judge. After years of being belittled, this feels like breathing again.
There's a regional swim meet next weekend. Old rivals, new times. Want to go together? As friends?
Reina's idle scrolling stopped at a photo. Kenji, laughing, with a woman who looked like she belonged in his world.
He moved on already? To her? That common pool shop worker? Mother, Kenji is parading his new girlfriend on Instagram. He's humiliating me all over again.
Then destroy him. A few calls to his clients, and he'll lose everything.
I am a concerned colleague. Kenji's last project had a catastrophic failure. I'd think twice before trusting him.
Kenji's phone rang while he was knee-deep in a new installation. The hotel manager's voice was cold and clipped.
You are canceling based on an anonymous tip? My work is flawless. Ask any of my clients.
The next day, a formal cancellation letter arrived, stamped with the hotel's logo. His biggest project, gone.
Reina. Only she would be this vindictive, but I have no proof. Yet, she thinks she can drown me, but I've been in deeper waters.
Kenji spread the hotel's cancellation letter across Yuki's kitchen table, his jaw tight.
An anonymous tip? That's too convenient. Reina's the only one who'd benefit from this.
I know, but without proof, it's just a hunch. I need something concrete.
Then we dig. I have access to supplier networks and old invoices. Let's build a timeline.
They worked past midnight, cross-referencing call logs and client emails, when a heavy knock interrupted them. A courier handed Kenji a thick envelope. Inside, a legal threat. Reina was suing for property damage and emotional distress, demanding a settlement.
She's trying to bleed you dry before the divorce even starts. This is a shakedown.
Every time I think she can't sink lower, she finds a new bottom. Then we'll file a counterclaim. Defamation. Tortious interference. I am not backing down.
And I'll be right beside you.
Pool supply distributors know how to handle pressure.
They unrolled the original pool blueprints across the table. The rapid drain feature was highlighted in yellow, dated the week before their wedding.
You even signed it. A gift of pure water. She can't claim you didn't care.
The receipt is in the shed. Installation cost, parts, everything. It was my labor of love.
Before leaving the mansion, Kenji had downloaded his smart home recordings. Reina's voice echoed from the small speaker. "I wish I'd just hired you instead of marrying you." The words hung in the air, cruel and unmistakable.
That's emotional abuse. Caught on tape. Her own lawyer can't spin this.
Kenji's lawyer, a sharp-eyed woman named Miss Hayashi, reviewed the file and filed the counterclaim that afternoon.
Now she'll have to answer in court. No more games.
A week later, a certified letter arrived with the court seal. Mediation was scheduled for the following Friday.
Friday. We'll be ready. She won't know what hit her.
The mediation room was cold and sterile, like a hospital waiting room for broken marriages. A thick tension hung over the table. Reina's lawyer stood and pointed a manicured nail. Mr. Kenji deliberately sabotaged the pool to humiliate his wife. This is property damage and emotional abuse. Kenji sat motionless, his jaw tight. He had waited for this moment since the morning she laughed at him.
That pool was my wedding gift. I designed and installed every pipe, including the rapid drain feature for maintenance.
He laid the blueprints before the mediator, the date and signature clear. A gift, not a weapon. Then he pressed play. Reina's voice hissed from the speaker. "I should have just hired him instead of marrying the pool guy."
That conversation was taken out of context. It's private, and he had no right to record me.
The mediator's voice cut through. "Is this your voice, Mrs. Reina?" The room went silent.
I was under stress. He's twisting my words to paint me as the villain.
Her case was collapsing, but Reina's eyes still burned with defiance. This was far from over. After a heavy silence, the mediator closed her folder. Reina's claims were baseless. She recommended an immediate settlement.
Baseless? This is a travesty. He destroyed my pool and my reputation. You'll pay for this, Kenji. I'll make sure everyone sees you for the fraud you are.
Before anyone could intervene, Reina seized her handbag and stormed out, her heels clicking a furious staccato down the hall.
The legal attack failed, but that just made her more dangerous. She's like a cornered animal.
She's not going to stop. We need to be prepared for whatever she does next.
I know. We'll tighten security at the work sites. She won't get another chance.
Outside the mediation center, the afternoon sun felt harsh and cold, a victory that tasted like a loaded gun.
I've won the legal battle, but the real fight is just starting. She'll escalate. She'll try something worse now. But I won't run. I'll face it head on.
Late that evening, Kenji's phone buzzed with an unrecognized number. He answered, and Reina's ragged sobbing filled the line.
Kenji, please, I am so sorry. I made a terrible mistake.
That voice, it sounds broken, but I've heard her lies before.
I still love you. I was cruel, but I can change. Please, come back to me.
For a moment, the silence stretched, heavy with old wounds.
It's over, Reina. I've moved on. I am happy with someone who respects me.
You pathetic fool. You'll never be happier than with me. I'll make sure you regret this.
The call disconnected with a sharp click. Kenji stared at the phone, then set it aside, his hands steady.
Yuki, that was Reina. She tried to manipulate me one last time. I told her it's over for good.
I am proud of you. That took strength. We'll face whatever comes next together.
The next morning, Tomiko arrived unannounced. Her expression was steel as she handed Reina a single newspaper clipping.
The mediation details are all over the gossip columns. You've humiliated this family beyond repair. Your allowance is cut off. I won't fund your fiascos any longer. Fix this yourself.
That evening, at a charity gala, Reina's so-called friends turned their backs. Whispers followed her like a shadow. She returned home to an empty mansion, the silence louder than any crowd. In her bedroom, shattered picture frames littered the floor. Kenji's face stared up from a torn wedding photo.
He took everything. I'll make him suffer. No one humiliates me and gets away with it.
Later that night, A security camera at Kenji's latest worksite flickered on. A hooded figure crept toward the equipment. The figure pulled out a knife. The blade glinted as it sliced through a filter hose. Water sprang into the dark. The camera caught the intruder's face as she turned. Reina's eyes burned with madness. The next morning, Kenji received news that his proposal for a large community pool project had been accepted. He found Yuki at the supply store and pulled her aside.
Yuki, we got the community center contract. The whole board was impressed.
I knew it. Your design was brilliant. We need to celebrate.
Before he could respond, she leaned in and their lips met. The kiss held none of the cruelty of his past, only a future full of promise.
We really do make the best team, in business and in life.
Then let's make it official. Merge our companies. Pool Pro Partners. I can't imagine life without you.
They spent the afternoon drafting a business plan, their laughter echoing through the empty store. As evening fell, Kenji walked Yuki to her car. Neither noticed the vehicle parked down the street. Inside that sedan, Reina clutched the steering wheel, her knuckles white. She had watched the kiss, the laughter, the future she'd thrown away.
Enjoy it while you can. Soon, there won't be anything left to smile about.
That same night, Reina returned to the worksite, her hood pulled low, a serrated knife clutched in her hand.
If I can't have him, no one will. Let's see his business survive without equipment.
She slashed through pump hoses, one after another. Water erupted like a severed artery, flooding the ground. The next morning, Kenji pulled into the site and stepped into a shallow lake spreading across the concrete.
What the? The pumps are completely destroyed. This wasn't an accident.
He pulled out his phone and dialed the police. Within 15 minutes, 2 officers arrived. Kenji led them to the security booth. The monitor flickered to last night's footage. On the screen, Reina's face emerged from shadow, knife in hand, eyes wild. The timestamp was unmistakable.
That's my wife, soon-to-be ex-wife. She's violated the restraining order and committed felony vandalism.
The officer nodded and made a call. An arrest warrant would be issued within the hour. 2 hours later, a patrol car pulled up to Reina's mansion. Kenji parked across the street and shut off the engine. Reina opened the door in a silk robe, her hair disheveled. Her eyes widened as she saw the officers.
What is this? You can't be here. Leave immediately.
The lead officer held up the warrant. Reina, you are under arrest for criminal mischief, trespassing, and violation of a restraining order.
No. You don't understand. He's the criminal. He ruined my life.
They spun her around and clicked the cuffs onto her wrists. She struggled, her protest dissolving into unintelligible screams.
So, this is the end. I thought I'd feel rage, but there's only a quiet sense of release.
They led Reina to the patrol car, her mascara streaking her cheeks. A small crowd of neighbors had gathered, phones raised.
You'll pay for this, Kenji. Everyone will see the truth. I'll be back.
No, Reina. You won't. This chapter is closed. Finally.
A few weeks later, the divorce was finalized. Kenji walked out of the courthouse a free man.
The feeling was indescribable, like surfacing after years underwater.
Meanwhile, Reina pleaded guilty. Her sentence, community service and a fine. In an orange vest, she picked up trash. Her designer nails chipped and filthy. At the mansion, the once luxurious pool had become a stagnant mosquito pit, its stench spreading down the block. Neighbors complained. The HOA filed multiple reports, but the pool only festered. A newspaper ran the headline, "Socialites Pool Ruins Neighborhood." The story spread faster than the smell.
I didn't intend that, but it's poetic justice.
His own business thrived. The community center pool opened to rave reviews, a symbol of new beginnings. And the original pool, it remained a cautionary tale, a murky reminder of the party that drained away a life. The grand opening of Pool Pro Partners drew a cheerful crowd. Balloons bobbed, and the scent of fresh-cut grass filled the air. Kenji and Yuki stood before the red ribbon, giant scissors in hand. Cameras flashed as they cut in unison.
This moment is the culmination of everything we've worked for. No one can take this away.
To new beginnings, and to never letting anyone dim our light again.
Then, at the fringe of the celebration, a solitary figure appeared. Reina, in a rumpled dress, her face haggard and eyes hollow.
Kenji, it's me. I just want to talk.
Kenji didn't turn. His hand found Yuki's, and they continued laughing with their guests. Reina might as well have been a ghost.
They can't ignore me. I am still someone. Someone.
2 security guards approached gently. They didn't need to be rough. Reina's resistance was gone. She let them guide her away, her shoulders slumped. The party swelled with music and laughter. Kenji and Yuki danced, unaware of the shadow that had come and gone. Their future was theirs alone.
I can't believe this is all real after everything. We built this together.
We did. And I've never been happier.
Outside, under a flickering street lamp, Reina sat alone on a bus stop bench. The distant music was a cruel taunt.
He really forgot me. I am nothing to him now.
Back at the mansion, the stench of the neglected pool was unbearable. Desperate, Reina fetched a rusty hose. A high-pressure spray only churned the sludge. She lost her footing and tumbled into the mire.
Number. No, this can't be my life.
From the fence, 2 neighbor women watched, covering their smiles. The socialite was now a mud-covered joke. Their whispers drifted over the fence. She used to call us common. Now look at her, and in that moment, surrounded by the fruits of her cruelty, Reina finally understood the depth of her fall. That night, the house was quiet, the kind of quiet that doesn't feel empty, but full. Yuki pulled a dusty album from the shelf. Old swim team photos spilled out, memories of chlorine and cheering crowds.
Look at us back then. So much fire, so little idea of where life would take us.
We were rivals back then. Now look at us. We've come a long way.
Kenji closed the album and set it aside. The fire in the fireplace crackled low.
And we're just getting started. I can't imagine a day without you.
Good, because I am not going anywhere. You are stuck with me, pool guy.
They shared a kiss, soft and certain, the kind that doesn't need an audience. The house settled into a gentle hush, not a fragile peace, but one that had been earned. Outside, the world could be anything, but in here, they had everything. The next weekend, under a golden sunset, Kenji tightened the final bolt on the pool ladder. Sweat and satisfaction mingled on his brow.
You've built us a paradise, Kenji. It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
She's right. This pool isn't just water and tiles, it's our future.
Yuki handed him a towel, then placed a gentle kiss on his cheek. He pulled the lever, and crystal water cascaded into the pool, reflecting the orange sky.
Let's inaugurate it properly. Come on, partner.
They sat on the edge, slipped off their shoes, and dipped their feet into the cool water.
Remember when we used to race in water like this? Now we're just still.
Still, but moving forward together. This is our real finish line.
The camera pulled back, revealing their beautiful home. The pool a shimmering jewel in the twilight, a promise kept.